Hello guys, sorry, I'll be so polite as to introduce myself in a minute. I'm trying to balance this on my laptop. My name's Rachel. I have the screen name of Rach Titch, because I'm pretty darn tiny. I have been saying for a very long time now, a lot of you that know me, that I'm going to be doing vlogs about games, random nonsense, ramblings, whatever takes my fancy really. Yeah, I've been saying it for months now, 4, 5, 6 months, maybe even. Kind of the rambling started about a year ago. I think that, yeah, 2013, New Year, so I thought I'd do something with it. Yeah, what do I want to talk about then? I've seen a lot of people that have done vlogs on releases of 2012 and more almost like kind of recap, review, conclusions kind of thing, and I wanted to go turn that on its head and do kind of what I'm looking forward to in 2013. I was really bloody lazy in 2012 gaming wise, not necessarily the quantity that I played. Like I racked up a lot of hours on Skyrim and Minecraft, and Skyrim, quite a lot. Not by any means because there wasn't, you know, enough choice last year of things coming out. I suppose I'm quite a picky gamer, but this year I wanna, sorry, I just like hit my face. This year, I want to take myself out of my comfort zone a little bit, and explore games I may not necessarily have gotten, to kind of bring you guys my aspect on it, if you kind of give a shit about that. I'm not really sure how this is going to work, whether it's going to be good or not. Yes, don't mind me, sorry, my laptop is basically my phone, as I'm filming with now, is precariously balanced on my laptop, and I'm using this to kind of, like a prompting card if you will. All the professionals have auto cues, so that's what I've got now. Also, I've got a bit of a chest infection. I don't normally sound this so gruff and manly, or cough half as much as I am. Yes, when people initially say 2013 gaming, what you're looking forward to, the first one that comes to mind is Bioshock Infinite. Now, I'll be honest with you, if we were to look at my gaming collection, you'd find Bioshock 2 still in the cellophane wrapper, and that's really naughty, and I need to get my tuition to gear with actually bloody playing it. I absolutely loved Bioshock 1. I loved Bioshock. I was a huge fan of it, and I'm the same with games as I am with films, that if I really enjoy something, when a sequel comes out, you're almost reluctant, because it's not going to be as good as the original, is it, really? And I didn't hear hugely positive things about Bioshock 2, but believe me, I am going to go there and play it before Infinite comes out. I want to play the first, second, before obviously the third Infinite comes out, so I will get my tuition to gear and do that for you. I say for you, it's like I'm rationalising with myself that I'm doing it for somebody else. I'm kind of just doing it for myself, but whatever floats your boat. Yeah, I don't know whether I'm disappointed or not that they're not going back to Rapture. I don't know. I really enjoyed Rapture. I thought it gave it quite an eerie, contained, kind of trapped feeling to it. which I think really added to like the charm of the game. That and the water in the game. Now I know this is really like a bit sad, but I always notice water in games, and games rarely, if ever, get it 100% right. It'll either look really good, but when you run on through it, nothing happens, or the ripples just aren't, they ain't working. There's probably some sort of scientific thing for that, but I can't think of it right now. Or they'll get your movement really well in the water, but it'll look awful. And I think Bioshock, for when the first one came out, like good old, oh, I'm testing myself now, what year was it? It was out, what year was it? Is it the same year as Oblivion, 2005? I'm googling this. You guys can wait a bloody minute, I'm googling this. Although the brightness of the flash on my camera has kind of blinded me, so I'm kind of working on it. A little bit blind right now. Where is he? Sorry, I'm currently on the Wikipedia page for 2013 game releases. I don't really know why, because I'd love to talk you guys through the list, but I wanted to do something that's actually relative to me. As I said, I'm kind of a fussy gamer, so I'm going to look at games that are actually going to shout out to me. It's a bit selfish, isn't it? But I don't really want to kind of patronise you guys by saying, oh, this is coming out then, and I ain't got a bloody clue about the game, because it's not my kind of thing. But I am going to take myself out of my comfort zone and start playing them. And I'm babbling again. It's like I'm trying to like convince you. So I'm not a selfish person. Let's have a little look. Series Bioshock. When was it? Blah 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 blah. Released. When are you? 2007. Okay. So Bioshock 2007 release. I'm going to have to edit this because that was just ridiculous. Just scroll on back. Bioshock being out in 2007, I thought graphically it was pretty stunning, to be honest. I think a lot of the charm of that game was how eerie it was, but how likeable they made the enemy. Not the roses. Let's not be ridiculous. They were quite scary. But the big daddies and the little sisters, I thought they were really quite likeable characters. And I think it's quite difficult to get a villain. Well, I suppose they weren't really the villains, were they? But yeah, the enemy, let's call it that. The splicers were batshit scary, so it's, you know, let's not be ridiculous. I get scared on games quite a lot. You guys will come to know this. One thing I did want to do, so I'm just going to like skip off tangent, but one thing I did want to do, if I get like enough of a following for this to actually be worth doing, I say that, like if 10 of you follow, yeah, fuck it, we'll do it anyway. But I wanted to like film myself playing Slenderman. Now I know that game isn't like new anymore, and it's not like a novelty. Oh, you know, have you played this, that kind of thing. But I'd love to kind of show you guys how actually scared I get at games. You might think I'm, you know, kind of, oh, she's only kidding, you know, she's just being a wuss, like, you know, to get attention. Really not. I get really scared. I recently started getting quite brave on Minecraft, I'll have you know. And I can actually fight the tarantula kind of frostbitey spiders in Skyrim now without squealing. So that's quite an achievement in itself. Yes, so actually going on 2013 now. See, I've revert everything back to Skyrim because it's been like a huge part of my life last year. GTA. I am looking forward to it, and I'm apprehensive. I'm going to maintain judgment until it's out. It's something like Bioshock Infinite. I'm expecting it to be good. I can wholeheartedly say that I hope and expect it to be good. I'm really looking forward to it. Something like GTA 5. With GTA 4 I was so disappointed. Because I expected way too much of that game, because I'd loved San Andreas and Vice City. And I think GTA 4 just it didn't deliver. Graphically, the physics of the game, don't get me started on how Nico walks, because that was just ridiculous. And even the likability. That's not even a word. The likability. I'm gonna have to completely edit this because this is just a roller coaster of nonsense. The likability of Nico. I don't know. I think on that game, I'm fairly sure my achievements stand at 5G for getting off the boat. I'm an Xbox gamer, by the way. Yeah, I haven't got a PS3 anymore. I did have one, but I haven't anymore. So yeah, I'm normally speaking, in my experience of playing these things on the Xbox. The only thing, mind, that 2013 will bring me for the PC is, fingers crossed, Elder Scrolls Online. I'm so bloody excited for this game to come out that once it does, don't expect me to see me in real life. Just expect in-game chat and nonsense like that. I'm so bloody excited for it. But again, I've got really high hopes for that. But I did for Skyrim, that's bloody awesome, so I don't think I'm setting the benchmark too high. One other thing for GTA is how good Red Dead was. Do we think that would help or hinder it? I don't really know. We'll see. So I'm just having little ganders on my trusty Wikipedia page. Games that I'm gonna play. What the heck is that? Broken Sword? Bit of Broken Sword. There are games that I'm gonna get that I wouldn't if I wasn't doing this. It's not beat around the bush. I bloody wouldn't. Have a look. Now you will all laugh at me. You might not laugh. You might switch off or, I don't know, come off the video in rage. Tomb Raider. I think it looks incredible. Graphically, stunning. Those games are always going to be a challenge to get right because the realism and the nature of it has to be spot on. Games can look so cheap when the wind doesn't move rightly through like the trees and the grass, and that's so hard to get right on a game. Same with the water aspect of it. But I think Tomb Raider looks phenomenal. But on Tomb Raider Underworld, I got quite scared on it. I'm not that much of a wuss, like I am. But on Tomb Raider Underworld, you know at the beginning, we have to jump off the boat in the water with all the sharks. Fuck that. I was just prancing around on that boat for like a long time. Until I finally I dove off. And then went underwater a little bit, and there was a couple of them, you know, a couple of sharks, and got back on the boat. It took me long enough. And then that bloody kraken, I mean, no thank you. But yeah, I'm gonna push myself this year. I hope you guys will be proud. And I hope I'll give you a laugh. If not laughing with me, laughing at me. I'm fine with that. Not a problem. Yeah, that doesn't seem right. I've only kind of said like 3 games. 3 games? It's not very good, is it? One other one that I was looking forward to, I'm going to have to read this, sorry, because otherwise I'm going to get it sorely wrong. Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. I didn't even get the hard bit wrong. Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. It's only on PS3 though, so it's not worth me getting one. The only reason I point this one out, those of you that are fans of JRPGs, the main reason I want it is not because I really like JRPGs. I honestly can't get on with them. I like just running and, you know, stab and shoot things. I'm not really one for taking turns or chivalrous. No, fuck it. I'm not one to be polite when in battle. But Nino Cooney, I'll type this in the sub box, in the comment box, sorry, because I'm just sullying this poor Japanese language. The only reason I want it is because some of the developers are those of Studio Ghibli films. Those of you that don't know, which, you know, Google it now. Basically, Japan's answer to Disney films is Studio Ghibli films. They're really, really good. Despite outwardly people would possibly mistake them for children's films, a lot of them aren't. But that's one of the reasons I'd want Ni no Kuni, is because it looks like a Studio Ghibli film. But it's JRPG, I think. Is it just RPG? Well, it says just role playing. Yeah. But yeah, I don't think I'd like the gameplay. I think I just like the look of it. But I think that's one to look out for you guys. Yeah. Bit of football. No one really cares. Sorry, people do care. Football games are lovely. Bit of FIFA. That's bloody lovely, that is. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm a fussy gamer, and this year I'm not going to be. I've got an Xbox, I've got a 3DS, I've got my laptop. I had my PS3 but I haven't anymore. Yeah, my 3DS, it doesn't get a lot of input. Neither does my laptop, it's mainly my 360. I mainly play action RPG games. Some first person shooters. Minecraft. Don't know what that would fall under. Awesome genre, I'm not really sure. Yeah, so I'd be surprised if I had anybody watch this. And if you do, I think I'll be able to tell by how many views my second video gets. I'd love for this to be something that I do quite a lot. I don't know if my eyes can take it though, because this flash is honestly killing me a little bit. I think I'm going to be seeing this flash for fucking days. I'd love for this to be something that I can do fairly often. If you guys have got any suggestions of what you'd like me to talk about, please have some input. Chuck it in the comments box, at me on Twitter, whatever. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you've got this far and you've not passed out from boredom, that'd be falling asleep, wouldn't it? So yeah, thanks. If you have watched for this long, I can only assume that you laugh at me or along with me, or wasn't half bad. I can only assume it was the first of those two options. See you guys later. Thank you.